Fala pessoal, beleza? Então, continuando aqui, Divinity, original sim. Vamos lá, continuando a campanha aqui.
I don't have the right tool for mining. You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can. So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up. Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read. Mew, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for. Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines. Name's Wargraft. I admire you. No hero like Source Hunter. Sizil, dead end. Please let me join you. Wargraft nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other. Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak, good fighter, good with logs. See things you've done. Want to help you. I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers. Make them pay. Please. Wargraft notices there's no room left in your party and shrugs his shoulders. Nothing he can do about that. Wargraft nods enthusiastically. Been mute since I was a get money. Want to help you. I'm used.
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
In a porcelain store.
enemies have laid a trap.
Mumbling about Brachus Rex. Is that a new type of cheese? They're always inventing new things over in Errata.
it to freeze your heart.
Careful now, that's a trap.
Rubbish!
fastened tighter than the treasury. Bah!
There's a man in town who sells paintings and treasure maps. Do you think he knows the way to the realm of fairy?
Ain't straight, ain't true. There is by the dozens.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped. I'm a painter by trade, as you can see, but a cartographer at heart. You might think there isn't enough work for one of my talents in a I travel around Andervale, mastering my craft and finding new subjects to add to my litany of lovely portraits and complex maps. Like this rooster I'm working on now, and the landscape that surrounds him.
Solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Made a big change on your rock with a wheel of the good stuff. Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Quiet day on the market, it seems.
Fresh haddock. Nothing for fire.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Fresh haddock. Perfect for fry-up.
Lay the big cheese on your block with the wheel of the good stuff.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size meals ever seen.
How lovely! I'm a paid. I trap. How lovely to see you again, haver of the beautifully shaped shoulders.
Heavenly herring. Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Potions to bemuscle you. Scrolls to entussle you.
Lay the big cheese on your block with the wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Don't the move for cheese. An excuse is more home than a slice of this fine almond.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size meals ever seen.
Lonesome. Spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
How lovely to see you again. I'm a painter by trade, as you can see. I travel around.
Wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Get it while it's fresh. These batch is only hours from the sea.
Quiet day on the market, it seems. Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green, the finest veggies size meals ever seen.
Lonesome. Spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine. Fresh haddock. Perfect for fry-up.
Aim straight, aim true. Arrows by the dozens.
Heavenly herring. Delicious dogfish. Yours for a scrap of gold each.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Get it while it's fresh. These batch is only hours from the sea.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Shut tight.
Fighting those awful orcs. I can't bear to imagine something would happen to you.
Oh, but don't you worry, my lady. We legionnaires are highly trained soldiers who fear neither orc nor demon.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Starstone? I've never heard of such a thing. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this? Well, what do you want to know? They came out of nowhere. Can you tell this is the... I am Esmeralda. The hunter returns! I hope you are here to
Leave me be, I've a job.
If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
Realize soon enough that a little party trick's hardly...
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
Yes. If that's how we're referring to the secretive use, she's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon her to offer a demonstration.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Can you spare a coin?
Sorry, sir.
Do the barracks! Nuts! Ficamos! That was lovelier than that stew. Again!
You, again. Do feel free to depart from Sicil at your earliest convenience. Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? I see. You've come to report a dead sheep. A heap of mutton that sailed into view upon your robbing the grave of a councillor. Lovely. Well, don't just stand there gawking like guppies. Hie yourself to Roberts the mortician. If anyone buried a sheep, obviously it was him. Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, let's have it. Oh, if you must.
Recruits! That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
3, 4. Undead with every blow. I say, impressive.
Attention! About face!
Their lair isn't to be found on the lighthouse.
Liberty, equality, and brotherhood for all. Will turn the record cleaver of decapitation.
You'll send us home as promised, yes? So I will. The pact of volunteers stands and you have earned your ticket home. Well, look what the cat dragged in. Good to see you. My brave troops were just telling me how they proudly vanquished the undead near the lighthouse.
Right you are. We did all the work while they cowered in the bushes.
What in the hells is the meaning of this, Legionnaires? You cowered from your duty, yet tried to claim the reward. Despicable! Unworthy of the Legion! Lieutenant, it's just... all the others had already perished. We feared for our lives. Hold your lying tongues. To the kitchens with the pair of you. You'll peel bloody potatoes till you die of monotony. Go, go! Source Hunter. A sight for sore eyes if ever there was one. I know you're probably knee-deep in that awful murder investigation, but truth be told, the Legion could use your help as well. We've been conducting a series of expeditions into undead territory, and I'm afraid I must admit they've met with very little success. Lieutenant Selenia, at your service. I'm Captain Aureus' second in command, but rest assured I am a lot more kindly inclined towards source hunters than he. Now, I certainly don't mind a bit of healthy competition and even rivalry between our orders, but I, for one, have no intention of looking... And that is exactly what your presence in Sicil is, Source Hunter. A gift. I shall be very glad to share what information I can give you. If ever we want to be victorious in Sicil, we have to track down the root of the undead uprising. Under the Pact of Volunteers, 3 landmarks were chosen for further investigation. The lighthouse, there are ancient burial grounds to be found north of the city. As good a place as a local archaeologist offered to tag along with the men. Here's hoping his knowledge on the subject may prove to be of use to them. My legionnaires, they all perished? How fate has treated them wantonly. And if it weren't for you, the archaeologist would surely have died as well. He has much to be thankful. There's a church to the northeast of here, built atop the very place where once stood a temple dedicated to the source. All superstitious mumbo-jumbo. I'll grant you that the 2 survivors of that expedition were a bit cowardly, but I can hardly blame them. Everyone wants to go home, even...
someone leave an oven door open?
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Oh, there's my pepper.
I'm
overheating here.
and run away?
Ah, there it is.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie. Warm as dragon's breath.
I'm overheating here.
Oh, there's my pepper. Well, place and run away.
Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me. Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive.
Alex Kavanagh. Will they have Sicil pie in the afterlife? Here lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber. In memory of Loni, death lies on her like an untimely frost above the sweetest flower. Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Killed in a line of duty, warrior princess.
Beyond these walls, the dead roam free, Hunter. Be vigilant. To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
Toasty!
Bless the seven, I am restored.
I'm warm as fresh apple pie.
Good luck out there, Hunter. Evil lurks beyond Sicil's ramparts.
Mulgraf looks at you expectantly. Clearly, he wants to know whether or not you're ready to allow him to join your party.
What a deluge!
Just like this nearby. I'm sure of it. Do you think what we do here affects...
Ugh, I'm dripping.
Just like
Does anything seem different now? Did that cause a reaction? Did that cause a reaction? Did that cause a reaction? Does anything seem different now? Did that cause a reaction?
I wonder what that did.
Did that cause a reaction?
I wonder what that did. I wonder what that did.
Does anything seem different now? Did that cause a reaction? Did that cause a reaction? Does anything seem different now?
I wonder what that did.
I don't have the right tool for mining. Does anything seem different? Does anything seem different? Did that cause a reaction? Does anything seem different?
find out what effect that had. Did that cause a reaction?
pessoal, que deu um carregamento rápido. Tem algum segredo aqui. Não sei o que tem que fazer aqui, cara. Tem que achar algum livro aqui.
Heard any good tales, my friend?
A Tinker.
There's a dungeon just like this.
Enquanto não dá pra vir aqui não. Eu sei que tem que dividir eles aqui. Fazer alguma coisa aqui, cara. Não sei o que é. Mas... aqui de luz. Aqui não tem nada. Então pessoal, vou ficando por aqui esse episódio. Não descobri quase nada aqui. Alguma luta aqui contra aqueles carinha lá no fogo ali. Só. E vendi uns quadros, descobri uma passagem secreta embaixo ali. Deu pra aproveitar muito essa gameplay não. E na próxima. Beleza? Valeu. Fui, pessoal.